probably more so than the advertising, or at least equal. But market research is we're doing analysis of markets to determine opportunities and challenges, and to find information needed to make good decisions. You want to know, as a market researcher, what product sells the best, and in what market, and what are people's wants and needs, and then what do I predict their needs are going to be in the future so I can advise my business what to produce. That's why when you go places like Academy and they want your zip code, and they want to collect that data, they want to know everything they can about your purchasing habits and in regions so that they can better advise. On a slightly different note, I told you that one of my last jobs before I left housing was to design, finance, and get construction started on Legacy Hall, but it was also to redo the dining contract. All those vendors were trying to decide. We told them they had to have some name brand retail options. Now they ended up with Chick-fil-A, they ended up with the Einsteins, they ended up with the Starbucks, and they ended up with, at first it was a burrito bowl, which was like a knockoff version of Chipotle or something. Why did they pick those?
They probably have the best rates, like
Franchise fees? Those sticking? Okay. You want to know actually what they did? They came to Midwestern and they said, we want to purchase the last 10 years worth of zip code data for your entering freshman classes. So they took all that data, it was just your zip codes of the 10 classes before that. And they found the regions where most students were coming from. Then they went and found what are the most profitable and fastest selling food chains in those areas. Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Starbucks. None of those were a surprise. Einstein's I was a little surprised about. We don't have anything like that in the world. But anyway, so they only had so much money, right? So it was how do we prioritize? So they decided to get the full Chick-fil-A franchise, the medium franchise of Starbucks, and then the Einsteins. And instead of getting a Chipotle franchise or something, they came up with a smaller version that had a similar menu. Now I think it's a sushi place. Is it still sushi? Yeah, anyway, it didn't work. So my point is, before they sunk millions and millions of dollars into those franchise rights, they wanted to know, would you actually buy it? That's market research. Does that help? Environmental scanning is different. That's trying to scan the environment and see, are there things happening out there that I need to be aware of? Are the geopolitical ties between the United States and China going to harm my business 5 years into the future? We're scanning the environment to see. If I'm a ExxonMobil, and I can see government policy is trying to push away from fossil fuels into clean energy, do I want to get ahead of that curve and diversify my business practices? That's environmental scanning. You understand that? So you're trying to see what's out there that's a potential threat to my business in the future. That's the difference between environmental scanning and market research. These two are the most commonly missed questions on the quiz. Getting these backwards. Alright,